This is Dr. Schwartz from Acquisitions. The following is an excerpt from an audio log recovered from Site 19. The log contains an interview with an as yet unclassified anomalous human. The audio has been edited for brevity.
I want people to know that I loved them. I really did. I never meant for any of this, none of it to happen. Especially not to them. They meant everything to me. My wife, Brenda. Our daughter, Jessica. Our son, Michael. And our new baby girl, Abby. Oh, I'm so sorry for everything. I want you all to know what happened from my side, as best as I can remember it. I don't remember the first time when it happened. I woke up gasping for air in the dark. I was warm in my bed, but I had fresh goosebumps on my arms and neck, and my skin was cold, and I was soaked with water from head to toe, ice cold water. I sat there in the dark, just trying to catch my breath. It probably took about 30 seconds or so before I could get my bearings straight. I was home, it was night, and I was in my bedroom. As my eyes adjusted to the light, I could see that there wasn't anything out of place. There was nobody unusual there, nothing was broken. So I just sat there and listened to the silence for a moment. And then this cold, cancerous fear twisted itself around my insides. Pure hopelessness. Pure dread. Fight or flight, people call it, but it wasn't like that. It was deeper, more primal, like how a mother antelope must feel as she watches her babies torn apart by a pack of hyenas. It was like that. I remember calling out to my wife. My voice sounded muffled and far away, almost like I wasn't inside myself anymore. And my ears were just ringing so loud. And I reached over to her and I shook her. And she didn't move. She wasn't moving. I called out to her again. I yelled and I screamed and I cried and I begged and her body was cold. Her clothes and her hair were wet to the touch. And it's almost like she had been completely drenched in seawater. I don't know how long I held her and cried. I had no idea what happened, just that she was gone. I know what I needed to do, and, get the authorities here, see what happened, but I just couldn't make the call then. She was already gone. I just held on to her so tight, and then I went to rest her on her pillow so I could check on the kids. They were the same. They were all dead. Things are a blur after that. I must have called 911 because the police and the EMTs and the fire department showed up. The ambulance crew, they took me in and looked me over, made sure that there was nothing wrong with me. And then I was taken into police custody downtown. There were a lot of questions. I don't even know if I answered half of them. I was booked under suspicion of murder. They asked if I wanted to pay bail. I didn't care. They asked if I wanted to call anyone. I didn't. I just sat in county lockup until lights out. I don't think it took me too long to fall asleep, though. I was completely exhausted. But that cot was my sweet oblivion, and I just wanted it to take me away. But instead, I had the dream. In the dream, it's dark, pitch black. The air's roaring. You can hear crashing waves and the wind howls above you. And I suddenly fall crashing below the surface of the surging waves, and I'm drawn deep into the icy dark water. I'm fighting it. I swim and swim. My chest is burning. My legs and arms ache, and they're freezing cold. I'm kicking so hard, as hard as I can. I can't see. I have no clue how deep I am. My whole body's numb, and I can feel my chest and my stomach spasming, just desperately trying to suck in air. And then there's a moment of stillness and clarity. I'm floating, calm in the dark. And I accept it. And in that moment, I feel absolutely certain that I was going to die. And there was nothing that could be done. I was about to fade quietly into the Stygian darkness below. And then I feel the break of the water's surface. And gasping for life, I choke down as much air as my body allows before I'm immediately slammed by a wave from above and driven down into the depths once more. This happens again and again and again until my body completely gives out and I just can't make it back to the surface. And then I take what feels like my final breath. And then I wake up to absolute chaos, gasping for air. There were crowds of people. They were wearing white, clean suits. They had masks on, like gas masks. Among them were others wearing gray and black armor, body armor, carrying black rifles and masks too. Theirs were black. They were walking down the cell block looking in at the sleeping inmates. But they weren't sleeping. They were all dead. Just like my family. When they saw that I was awake, they immediately rushed over to my cell, guns drawn, put me in the restraints, but I put up a good fight, I think. I know I got a couple of you boys in the junk, which is funny for me. Then they put a gag in my mouth, a black bag over my head, and brought me here. Now I haven't slept in 9 days. You people keep making me answer questions and do tests. You keep giving me injections and gas and medicine to keep me awake. And I just want to sleep. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't even want to be.
Subject was found in containment unit the following morning, dead by apparent suicide. They found him standing at his sink with his face submerged in the shallow water. Drowned. Requesting classification changed to neutralized.